What is up, guys? Marcellus Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health, fitness, social well-being. Today, guys, it is Saturday. It's a very hot Saturday. It's currently 105 degrees here in Fort Worth, Texas, and I've spent most of the day moving weight room equipment because at Texas Christian University, which is one of the places that I train at, we moved all the weight room equipment out of the weight room into one of the basketball gym floors because of researching the floor and stuff like that. So it's almost like I've already had one workout today. Anyway, head to the Pump Chasers gym. I'm gonna be meeting up with a dude named Michael. You guys didn't see him at Europa. I don't think I actually had him like on video, but he's been following me for a while. Actually met him officially at Europa. I'm actually gonna be competing with him August 26th. He'll be at the same powerlifting meet, Texas Raw Championships here in Fort Worth. Dude is stupid strong. Like, I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to make sure I get this right. I'm pretty sure his best squat thus far is 550 pounds, and I'm pretty sure his deadlift is somewhere in the upper 500s or 600s, and the dude weighs 164 pounds. So he's in my weight class, guys. So I'm not sure if we're in the same division or not, but regardless, he's one of the dudes that I'm talking about when I say that I know there's gonna be some heavy competition at this meet, and why I'm so excited and looking forward to it. As far as I understand, like he has an Instagram, and he just started his YouTube channel recently. He's been trying to get some good content up on there. But as far as I understand, so you guys know, I've been lifting for 6 years, doing calisthenics for 12. From my understanding, he's been lifting for as long as I've been doing calisthenics. So the dude, even though he's young, I think he's actually a year or two younger than me, he's been lifting for a while. Dude's a freak, just crazy strong. But today we're actually, so that we don't interfere with either of our program, we're actually just gonna be doing like some weighted calisthenics and some shoulder and arm accessory movements. So I'm gonna be taking you guys with me through that. And for those of you who don't know, pretty much whenever I'm in powerlifting prep, Saturdays are my fun days. So the only day where I don't have to really worry about my programming. I just go in and kind of do whatever I want. So I'm using today to work on just, weighted calisthenics, just to get an extra day of that in. And while doing the workout, I'll either during or I'll do a voiceover or something like that, just gonna kind of talk to you guys. I've been getting a lot of questions on how do you progress on weighted pull-ups, how do you progress on weighted dips, how do you get to the point that you're at. So I'm just gonna give you guys some more background on that. But before I even do, let me just go ahead and state right now, and I do not, guys, you guys know me, those who've been watching long enough know me, you know I'm not arrogant, I'm not saying this to belittle anyone, but do not compare your progress on weighted calisthenics to me, for the mere fact that most of you watching don't have the calisthenic background that I do. Keep in mind, before I ever started weighted calisthenics, I had essentially 6 years of calisthenic training beforehand. And now, like I said, I've been doing calisthenics for 12, lifting for 6. But before I even touched weights or did weighted calisthenics, I was doing calisthenics from age 11 to 17. So I got to the point where I could bust out a set of 50 pull-ups, set up 100 push-ups with these and stuff like that. So I got to that point before I started adding weight, right? So don't expect your progression to necessarily be the same as mine, because it's simply not going to be, but that's okay. I'm still gonna give you guys some tips and some tools and different ways you can program weighted calisthenics into your training so that you can progress on them properly. I'll give you different methods, and like I said, I'll either be doing that during the workout itself or a voiceover. It just kind of depends on, kind of how I'm feeling as far as like working out with Michael. Like I said, it'll be our first time working out together, so we'll see. Anyway, now all that talk is done. See you guys at the gym. All right, guys, so just made it to the Pump Chasers gym. Michael just got here, so as always, gonna let him introduce himself. Say what's up, man.
What is up, everybody? As I said, my name is Michael C. You can call me whatever, because I'm not cool enough to have a nickname or anything. But yeah, I'm basically, you can call me a power builder, power lifter, whatever you want to call me.
Yeah, I already told him that your squat and deadlift is insane. I think we about even on bench, but his squat and deadlift is insane.
His bench is actually probably a little bit more than mine. That's my weak point, but whatever.
Yeah, but his weak point is the thing that doesn't matter in powerlifting, so it don't matter. But you guys already know. Typical swole black dude, got the deep voice, got the muscles, everything.
Yeah, got everything. I'm ready to get on stage right now, But yeah, basically, right now, I guess I want to be known right now as a competitive powerlifter. I'm doing a meet next month in August. But after I'm done with powerlifting, I want to see how far I can go with that. And then after I'm done with that, I want to see how far I can go with other things such as, Olympic lifting, CrossFit, bodybuilding, things like that. I want to do all of that all across the board, so look out for it.
All right, guys, and as always, I'll have his Instagram on screen. I'll have his YouTube channel there too. Like I said, guys, he just got started, but if you just want to see a dude who can just throw ridiculous amounts of weight, motivate you, then go ahead and get started. But yeah, guys, like even with that, man, he just said, you know, he wants to do. We gotta ignore the CrossFit part, but he wants not. But you know, he wants to do. But honestly, guys, that's the thing. Like, fitness needs to be something that's fun, something that you enjoy. If you choose to focus on one thing specifically, go for it. But don't do that because you feel like you have to. Don't feel like, oh, I lift, so I have to bodybuild because I want to be aesthetic. I have to power lift, so I want to be strong. You can lift just for fun and go whatever avenue you want. You don't have to be anything. Just have fun with it and enjoy it. Anyway, we're about to get into this workout. Let's get started. All right, guys, so we're just doing some body weight to start up. Thursday, I did chin-ups, so today we're gonna go with pull-ups, just neutral grip, palms facing, and then we'll start putting some weight on it. Easy work. All right, guys, so Michael, he's done weighted dips before, but he's never really done weighted pull-ups, so we're gonna just start him with the 45 and see how he does. I think he's gonna be able to move it with very, very little problem, but we'll see. All right, Michael, easy work. Yep. Oh yeah, easy. Nice.
All right, Marcel was trying to show me out over here. All right, let's get it easy. Easy work. Oh yeah. Good set, good set.
But yeah, guys, so for today, everything's gonna be in the pretty much like the 8 to 10 rep range. And we're not gonna go quite as heavy as what we could, just because once again, we're both still in preparation for our meet. So we're pretty much just taking it easy today, just doing something that we know we can get, just to reinforce the movement more. All right, guys, so jumping in for a voiceover really quickly just to go over those points that I mentioned as far as weighted calisthenics. So the first thing you guys need to understand is not to overthink the movement. What I mean by that is the way you get stronger on it is the same way you get stronger with any other movement, bench, squat, deadlift, etc. Things like frequency, controlling your weekly volume, maybe having an intensity strength focused day and then having a lighter day that's more focused on volume so you can just get more work on the movement and things like that. Those basic principles apply. So the first way to progress is, of course, the same way you would with any movement where you're just getting started, is linear progression. So whether you're doing 4 sets of 5, 3 sets of 10, 4 sets of 12, however you choose to go about it on weighted pull-ups or weighted dips, whenever you complete all reps on all sets with proper form, you increase the weight next time. That's it. If you can't get all reps, then your goal is to, you know, beat the reps you got last time until you get all the way up to where you do get all designated reps on all sets, and then you increase the weight again. So that's the first thing, guys. It's really simple, basic linear progression. The second way, guys, is just simply based off different types of periodization. If you go with concurrent periodization, then like I said, you'll have an intensity focused day where everything you're doing is going to be heavier weight, less reps, and working on things that are going to help with that movement and working on the movement itself. And then you'll have a volume focused day where you're doing higher reps and less weight. And then, of course, it's like the way you go about that, guys, if you're using percentages, is just figure out what your max on it is, and then you build it up. But once again, understand, for those of you where maybe you just got into bodyweight training and now you're trying to get into weighted, don't expect your progress to be that quick. That's why I recommend getting to the point where you can bust out sets of, you know, like at least 15 to 20 on pull-ups and dips before you add weight. Even if you want to go further than that and get to reduce sets of 20, that's fine, because it's like, the thing is, you have to understand that you can get a lot of growth and strength just from being able to rep out your body weight for like 20 reps. Now, when you get past that point to where like that's just easy, that's when you can start getting into like weighted movements. Or if you do choose to say that, hey, okay, I can get 3 sets of 5, so now I'm going to add weight for my heavy days, or I can do 3 sets of 10, so I wait for my volume days. That's fine. It's just understanding that the progress on it isn't going to be something magical and fast. You know what I mean? And understand that your body weight is going to affect it, like as it fluctuates. Think of it kind of in terms of the squat, because once again, the squat and the deadlift are technically calisthenic movements where you're moving your body through space. On squats, usually the heavier you get, the easier it gets, right? Just because of how physics work. Well, with pull-ups and dips, it's going to be a little bit different. With your pull-ups, the heavier you get, the harder the movement may become. But at the same time, if you're getting like bigger due to muscle mass, even though, yeah, you weigh more, if you have more muscle mass, that can help you with your overall strength
on the movement. But just understand that your weight fluctuations are going to impact it. A lot of people get frustrated when they're doing pull-ups, right? They'll start bulking and suddenly like 3 sets of 10 is a lot harder for them. Well, yeah, you weigh more, but just keep progressing on those and understand that you are progressively overloading because you're gaining weight. Even if you're not necessarily getting more reps, you're hitting the same amount of reps. If you're steadily gaining weight, that's still a form of progressive overload. But don't overthink the movements, guys. Just understand that the way you progress on them is like anything else. Focusing on that movement, focusing on variations of the movement and accessory work that's going to help benefit that movement, and then just getting on a basic structured program that's going to allow you to progress the way you want, whether it's, you know, starting off with linear progression, linear periodization, concurrent periodization, daily undulating periodizations. There's lots of ways to go about it, guys. But the way that I got strong on them, guys, was first of all, like I said, 6 years of calisthenics before I ever touched weight. And then the next 6 years after that, I just focused on gradually adding weight. I would get to where I could do a certain amount of sets and reps with a certain amount of weight. And when I mastered that, just gradually bump it up. And over the years, I've gotten to the point where I'm at now. But once again, understand my starting base for weighted calisthenics is going to be a lot heavier and was a lot heavier than what many of yours will be. A lot of you guys may start with anywhere from like maybe 5 to 10, 15 pounds. But when I started, like, you know, I could just throw on a 50 pound and I was good to go with getting a decent amount of reps. So just keep that in mind, guys. But that's pretty much all I want to go over, guys. Pretty much all I want to say as far as progressing on your weighted calisthenics. If you guys really want a way more in-depth video where I maybe break it down a little bit more, give you more examples, and show you how you can incorporate into your program, and go ahead. But once again, guys, it's really not that complex. It's pretty simple. Just treat it the same way you would every other movement. Understand that, like with your other movements where, you know, based off if you weigh more or less, your lifts may go up or down. It's kind of the same thing, just kind of perhaps in the opposite regard. If you're gaining a lot more muscle mass, then it might make the movements easier. But if you're just putting on a lot of excessive weight and a lot of that's fat, then it may make the movement harder because it's extra weight that's not helping you to move the weight in any type of way. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll talk to you guys next time.
In Mobile's Crichton community,
Nice.
binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones.
Alright guys, so we just finished up that workout. Like I said, main focus was like weighted calisthenics and some bodyweight movements and just a little bit of arm, shoulder, accessory work. Nothing too crazy, just because once again, we do both have to train pretty heavy for powerlifting on Monday as well as throughout the rest of that week. And then for me, keep in mind guys, with my powerlifting program, I'm already doing weighted calisthenics. This was just an extra day to kind of help reinforce that, so we get our first workout and everything like that. Mike, you got anything you want to say to people with your Darth Vader voice?
Well, you know, you guys don't really know me, but this whole workout was a pretty new experience for me because I told Marcel before that I really don't do weighted or bodyweight calisthenics, so I mean everything you saw was pretty much new for me. So it was a good experience for me, and I had fun. It wasn't too intense, but it was, you know, intense enough, you know, to just keep things going.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty fun, and you guys will definitely be seeing more workouts in the future from us.
Most definitely. And that's the thing, guys. Like I said, this is a great example of something you don't have to necessarily do it weighted, like just to kind of ease into throwing calisthenic work into, like you said, this was not intense for us at all. This wasn't that rough because we wanted it to be that way. We didn't want it to be high. If you guys want to see more higher intensity, like, you know, calisthenic workouts, you guys already know I have videos over there. I've done things with Jerron, things with my own, things with Mark. You guys can try that for those who are more advanced. But for those of you maybe just have a Saturday open, you want to try something like this, go ahead and incorporate this. I think it's a good way of like kind of easing into it. But yeah, man, he did great for his first time doing a lot of the movements. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please leave a comment down below letting us know what you did. If you did not, leave a comment down below, let me know what I can do to get better. Like the video, share, subscribe. Keep it simple, specific, scientific. We'll catch you later. Go ahead and join me, man. We will catch y'all later.